Gentlemen and morning ladies, my name is Chaz and welcome to the What If Zuko Was in Justice League Unlimited. Part 1, don't forget part 1. So, in this What If, he has basically everyone's powers. Or has the power of like the infinity power, but he also can steal or take or copy a person's powers, and yeah, basically if he dies with those powers, he can also come right back because his self revival. So yeah, his powers are amazing. So yeah. So before we start, let's talk about his power for just a few minutes. So yeah, his power. Give me a moment. His powers are. He also. He has infinity and zero, and he also has similar abilities to Ace. Ace. Don't worry, she's in here too. Let's get to that after. So, his powers, of course, I'm throwing his sister in here. So, yeah. Where is he? Okay. His sister has fire manipulation as a quirk. Useless against like someone with unlimited power. That's what he has. So, yeah. And no, I'm not gonna turn him into like flippin' Batman. And no. But he would be the same thing as like Superman. But Zuko has no weaknesses to any abilities. So, yeah. And in this What If, I'm also using like Ochako as his friend and Bakugo. So, yeah. Let's begin with Zuko being born with his sister, Zumi. And when they were reaching up to 4 years old, the quirk doctor says, Miss Medora, or Mrs. and Mr. Sorry, I'm trying to do like the doctor's reference. Mrs. and Mr. Her, or Mr. and Mrs. Midoriya. It's good to see you. So, let's see what your kids have. Well, I see in the young girl, he's talking about Zumi, she has a fire manipulation quirk. It's really common. Now move on to her brother. As when he saw that, or what he was like confused. like, okay, I'll mark it down as, or, I know this might sound crazy to you, but he is quirkless, but not powerless. As Inko is like confused, like, wait, what do you mean? Well, he contains a special, very rare, or legendary DNA that allows him to do basically anything, Miss Midoriya. And it's quite legendary rare. Only in the fairy tales. So yeah, Zuko is one who doesn't mess around with. So yeah, after they went home, and Inko and Asashi weren't arguing with each other, so that it won't be like, oh, let's ban him, kick him off to the side of a road, and just leave him till end of time, okay? But that's not how Chasman and stories go. So Zuko was able to, when he activated his power, it was just like that, or it's just like Ace, but a little bit more dark and green, like what he has. So yeah, some of the people were scared of him. So Bakugo says, "Is that your quirk?" As Ochako says that too, at exact same time, and because Ochako and Zuko and Bakugo are friends, in her mind she decides to, because both of them were dating Ochako and Deku, but then Ochako one day went to Bakugo's and ended up talking about like their plans to try to take Zuko, or like basically trying to prank him about dating each other's instead of Ochako dating like Zuko. So that's going on. He didn't get banned because no one actually looked at him. And yeah. So now it has happened in for that prank thing from when at like age of 4, they're still kids, to 15. That's a pretty long time for Ochako and Bakugo dating, or pretend date, not real one, prank date. So yeah. So then Zuko went to UA, and he got accepted to UA as Class 1A student. As, yeah, because he didn't need to do the quirk evaluation test, so, or actually, before, I keep losing track of one. So, Bakugo and Ochako asked Zuko what is your quirk? So, he tells them that he's quirkless, but I have a rarest or legendary quirk called Infinity and Zero. As Bakugo is like, what? Yeah. Bakugo and like Ochako couldn't believe that they are looking at the number one most overpowered character. Take that, All Might. Ain't you're just a boxer, basically. And take that, All for One. Someone has you outbeat on power level. Yeah, so his infinity power and Zero is balanced. So yeah. And he says, yeah. So he got into UA after he did like the robots and written part. And he ends up getting into Class 1A with Bakugo and Ochako. Because Zuko, who is so powerful that he literally used his eyes. Because, like, he has different frequencies of his eyes colors. So, I really don't know what the different eyes colors do. But when I know black would be like her, like, makes people go a loop-de-loop. But his, I don't know, probably yellow would be fear, but there's, when he really gets his power going, then that stuff comes out, and like the 0 pointer got turned to stone. That's how powerful. So, and if you all were telling me that how OP is on, and this user thing sent this one, how OP do you want make Deku? Well, to answer your question, Boom Slayer, or whatever, I can make the overpowered characters. If it's like Yu-Gi-Oh, I can make broken cards. But this one, and I can make them so powered if I want to. But now let's get back to that what if have story. So yeah, Zuko got into UA and he got first place and ends up meeting Tenya, Ida, and like the rest of them, and yeah. So it happens like normally, like of course, Todoroki's all upset because what he heard when Zuko got first place instead of him. He, of course, when I'm skipping the ball throw, but in the changing room, the Todoroki says to Zuko that you got first place than me, Zuko. Or like, hey Zuko, you got first place than me, the number 2 son. As Zuko looks at him and says, huh, we both have 2 different things going on. As Todoroki says, what do you mean? Well, you have fire and ice. I have infinity and zero. Allows as he demonstrates his power, as he was the first one done, and as he like literally was the first one out of the door. Like, he grabbed his stuff and like waits for his sister to show up. As his sister shows up, and of course Ochako's being, Ochako. She couldn't believe that Zuko disappears like in a snap. Like, she only she doesn't even visit with him. Plus Bakugo doesn't even visit with him. Because in this what if, Bakugo and Ochako were trying to make Zuko feel embarrassed. And I also forgot to mention it's just like Zuko, or what if Zuko was cheated on. That's what it's supposed to be. But so so then he picked up his sister and they both start flying out at top speeds. Heck, Tenya can't even run that fast because of his current thing. So so Zuko was done, and as now I'm skipping the heroes versus villains thing because he got paired up with his sister against Todoroki and Tenya. As Todoroki and Tenya were gonna battle it out against them. But Zuko, in his super suit, or his super, and he does a same thing like what Equinox does here. So Zuko was basically because it made Ochako's and Bakugo's everyone feeling jealous. They couldn't believe that, because I was trying to base this suit off of Equinox. He's a Batman villain from Batman the Brave and the Bold TV show. So, yeah. He ends up, like, of course, his outfit, he does that. And he's basically one one punch man. So, he took care of the two villains, duct taped them, and yeah. Next round is basically between like Bakugo and Ochako against like Frog Girl and Dark Shadow. So yeah. And then okay, and I'm skipping that part, so yeah. Most of it's like canon. But sometimes or sports festival as he like okay, let's do it. As they're like as Ochako is like she's trying to get Zuko's attention, but he keeps ignoring her. As so did Bakugo. Like Bakugo was trying to get Zuko's attention too, but every time he does, he gets whacked by a Zuko for sending him flying. Yeah. Now it was the USJ thing. So yeah. So the Ochako visits with her favorite idol, and yeah. Then the villains like him and Nomu and all of that stuff as Zuko who says, look, how about we all of us leave and I'm letting you deal with it or deal with them. As he looks at Eraserhead, as yeah, Eraserhead and him were best friends, as they both bro fist each other's like teacher's pet. As yeah, that made Ochako feel like she just got slapped in the face by reality. So, yeah. Ochako was trying to get back together with Zuko. She's asking Bakugo to ask him for her and trying to get his attention by basically hitting him on the head with a hammer. He's just absolutely annoying it as he was brain dead thing. So yeah, 13 guard the students as Zuko activated his full power, and yeah, things got too deep. I think Killer Frost can get behind that. So, because it's hilarious. So, yeah. When they saw his power at the fullest power, They were stunned. They couldn't even believe, as he tells Mr. Aizawa that to go, as he teleports them away. And during the Heroes versus Villains, the speed guy accidentally rammed his fist into the chest of Zuko, so he came back to life as, yeah. It freaks everyone out for the first time. As, yeah. Sorry. Let me do this. So, yeah. Sorry about that. I had to take care of some stuff. So, now, it freaks Ochako out of, and everybody that was in class 1A. They all had that face. As, yeah, Tenya says, oops, sorry, I did not mean to do that. He says, that's okay. As he also gained Tenya's speed, so without the pipes things. So yeah, he goes twice as fast. At his top speed, he could just go all the way around the world 0.1 seconds. That's low. Yeah. That's too fast for even a normal person. So, yeah. Everybody's like shocked that Zuko has this amazing self-revival thing. As he comes back, as he says, you're the first one that I actually, as he like licks him off, yeah. So, yeah. Nezu was shocked because even All Might, because he'd never seen a person revived himself without any like, as he knows that Zuko's quirkless, but when they, yeah, he called it like heroes win before, as, yeah. Then, now, after a USJ attack, then it's like Bakugo and Ochako is trying to, like, they're trying to, like, whack Zuko in the head because of, as he's like not listening to them, as he's like literally walked away, like, maybe he's some soda or something. That's what he's thinking in his head. As Bakugo is like, what the heck? You're just ignoring us. As, man, yeah. Everybody's like, yeah. Man, that was trying to grab Ochako or not Ochako, Frog Girls, or no, not Frog Girl, Momo, but ends up getting, like, a shoe by Zuko, sending him flying. Or sending Manhattan, the grapefruit kid, flying. And into, like, the next county. Or into the water. Where it's nice and cold for him. So, yeah. So, now, and plus, hilarious thing. So, yeah, he's just, like, no one even is trying, or everyone's trying to talk to him, but he still listens to, like, bits and pieces. He definitely listens to his sister as, like, big brother, come on. Talk to us about it. As Zuko says, no. Oh, I keep things to myself. As, yeah. So to even it out, he needed was one power. And who has that power? Mr. Doomsday has it. So, yeah. It's the evolution power. So, yeah, now, villains were, or actually, at the sports festival, or not the villains, but Brain Dude got knocked out, and so, yeah. Zuko is as he's, like, he's telling himself that he has to, like, balance himself. Like, that's what so, only person that was hearing him talking to himself about balance, please don't. Oh, yeah. Guess who it was? Endeavor. And, yeah, I have an Endeavor on here, but where is it? I always end up forgetting that. I just scroll all the way down. Oh, here it is. So Endeavor was hearing Zuko says that as because his legendary quirk comes in like 3 different pieces. 2 of them is with Zuko right now. The third one is with Doomsday. Like, technically, Doomsday is Zuko's brother, basically. So, yeah. Give me a moment. So, sorry about that. So, yeah. So, Zuko, or of course, Endeavor's like, how about keep yourself together until we figure out what's going on? So, Todoroki was gonna battle against Zuko. Zuko won that quick thing because he just like one clap and Todoroki got knocked out cold. Yeah, and then Bakugo against Oraka or Chaco is like similar to canon, but he was gonna kill her because how vicious he was. But Zuko just flicked him away like a little bug. So yeah. Ochako didn't realize that Zuko is off balance of his own mind. So that's why. So then, now, about. Yeah. So, and in my original plan, actually is gonna add it. So, that during the first round, during Todoroki against like that tape dude one. Sorry. I mean, or yeah, against him was Zuko got a phone call and it was his mother's is like she says please don't come as he says why as she says villains are here. Wait, what? As one of the villains just grabs her and like come with me. As yeah, Zuko or everyone in the stadium could tell that or doesn't or like Zuko who went through a portal that he made and the villains left a nuclear bomb at the Midoriya's house or apartment thing. So yeah, Zuko is kind of ticked off as he puts like a cocoon of darkness around him, around the bomb and him, so that it explodes. As everyone from the Coliseum heard that explosion. Like, okay, as when All Might showed up at Midoriya's, they see a skeleton just holding or is trying to contain the explosion. As yeah, guess who it is? I'll leave your guesses in the comments below. Is it A, Zuko's? Or yeah, it's Zuko's skeleton. As yeah, they were or he wrote nuclear, or yeah, so he absorbed the nuclear, and he was in his clothes. So he absorbed it as yeah. He is now ticked off. As yeah, he starts like reforming back his skin before because everyone left. As he is like, I'll kill everybody. As yeah, he looked around Japan of any villains and asking them these questions of did you do it or did someone else? As he asks them and then he kills them quick. Hey, after if they said don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, he was on a bloody rampage. So, and he ends up killing like the entire villains around the entire like Japan. So like the crime rate went to 0. As yeah, Zuko is ticked off. As yeah, his sister says you shouldn't done that, boy. As he, of course, it was Zumi that told them that. As they said, what do you mean? As he, of course, she tells them that Zuko has the power of the infinity power and 0, so that he's basically killing off the villains 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3. Every villain was, except for All for One and the Doctor, was killed. And yeah, Toga, only people that were lucky to be alive was Himiko Toga, Dobby, twice, and like a League of Villains. As yeah, he's a little bit ticked off. And he actually killed Hero Killer Stain. As yeah, he's the one who destroys all. So now that's his hero name. One who destroys all. Yeah. So when everybody is like, as they couldn't believe that, or Ochako couldn't believe that her own friend that she is dating, or like when they were 3 years old, Ochako and Zuko were dating before. Yeah. So, but then when all that happened, yeah, he lost control of his own emotions. And so, and actually in this what if, Doomsday was still alive, but he looked at, or he could sense rage, as he literally went all the way to Japan, followed by the Justice League, as yeah, he was getting chased by them. And so he is actually Zuko's brother that got sent to attack Metropolis and all that stuff. This is my version of or Doomsday, so no worries about it. So, yeah. I know that I said it would be like Zuko and Zumi. I also mentioned, or I have also forgot to mention that Doomsday is their other brother. Yeah. So, or actually, the other self, should I say. So he goes and he grabs him his like his half, and like they both those powers as he's back to a whole as like right. Hmm. Well, yeah. So was basically sorry. So sorry about that. The and plus the Justice League saw what Doomsday's other half was, the human part, as he is like, or actually, I'll tell you more about it in part 2. So, bye. Please leave a like, share, subscribe.